Hello guys, and how are you doing? So we're just evaluating the irrigation system. So this is a mud pump. So we're using the rain gun or the sprinkler irrigation method for this field because we have a water body. So this water body recharges from the ground. So after we've sucked out this very one, now the next recharge comes out from the pit. That's how we get to recharge this. So we are going to be going off field to see what we want to do. So we have about 100 meters from here down to the point where the rain gun machine is. So I want you to stay glued, go nowhere. This is a 10-hectare field that was set up by our team, and we are currently at the peak of the drought season, and we are here to evaluate the irrigation system that they have for this field. This very commercial field was set up in October, November towards the onset of the drought season. And the projection is to fully irrigate all of this 10-hectare field. And present at this field location is a sustainable water source, a stream that runs across the field all year round. This was responsible for the choice of irrigation method that we chose for this field. However, 3 months down the line, there was a huge challenge with the irrigation system that was set up, and we are here to solve that challenge. The major challenge experienced at this field location was very low pressure of water coming forth from the irrigation machine. So the rain gun irrigating machine was not able to distribute the water with a lot of pressure. So it eventually slowed down the rate of water distributed across the field. It took longer to irrigate the entirety of the 10 acres. And again, the machine eventually stopped distributing water during the course of irrigating the field. So it made operation extremely difficult and very stressful. So we came in and we were able to resolve it. So we'll show you what we did. So we've commenced the rectification operation, and we are here currently installing the irrigation machine, and this is what we refer to as the rain gun irrigation system. So it's under the sprinkler irrigating system. So this is the rain gun. So we needed to fit in these pins to ensure that the rain gun system is firmly fitted on the ground so it does not fall off during the course of operation. This very rain gun irrigating machine is supposed to cover a 50-meter radius, but due to the low pressure coming in from the pumping machine, it wasn't even able to cover a 10-meter radius. So we're currently priming this irrigating machine. This is a 6.5 horsepower irrigating pump. This is done to increase the suction pressure from that casing, and this is what you should do, especially when the suction is not sucking water from the pump. So we do this every morning, and anytime the water stops after air has been trapped in that very casing. So you have to do this at your location. If your pump is not sucking up water, open up this casing, fill it up with water to help increase the pressure of the suction. We are done with the priming, and what priming does basically is to help push out all the air molecule present in that casing. When you pour water, the air molecule is displaced and it helps increase the pressure of the suction. So we are done, and we are currently pushing water uphill. So what we discovered through this operation is that the distance from the pumping machine down to the distributing point is very far. It's about 100 meters. It's not even the distance, but because the water needed to climb uphill down to where the rain gun irrigation is, it made it extremely difficult for this pump to retain the pressure for a very long time. So it basically pumps for about few minutes, maybe about 5 minutes, and then the pump goes off again because of the pressure is just too much. This pump is a 6.5 horsepower pump, and it does not have enough pressure to carry out the task that is being given at this very field location. So I'm going to show you what we did next to ensure that the pump is not so stressed and to help mitigate the current situation. So look at how distant it is. This is going uphill, so it made it very difficult for that pump to push water uphill and also distribute at a very high pressure that is required. due to the distance and the hill, this is the result we are getting from the rain gun irrigation. So this very system works best when the pressure coming from the pumping machine is so high. Because the pressure is low, look at what a 50-meter radius rain gun irrigation is currently pumping. It's not even up to a 10-meter radius. So with this very pressure, we will most likely not achieve anything till the end of the day. So we are going to show you what we did to mitigate this very concern at this field location. We are currently in Anambra State trying to evaluate this field. The irrigation system is a bit faulty. Okay, not like it's faulty, but they're having a bit of challenge. And I just realized what the challenge is. Just that the mud pump we are using, the pressure of the mud pump is not able to push the water all the way from that point into the field. So it's really a bit of challenge. So what we are going to do as a resolution now is we need to combine two mud pumps, okay, so that once that one down the slope is able to push the water upfield, then this one that we're going to be putting here will push the water with a bit more pressure now upfield. So that is the resolution, and it's really going to give us a better result. So just watch and see how it unfolds. Okay, so here I'm kind of wet because of the pressure from the mud pump. So what we experienced here was while we were trying to pump, okay, the water started pumping initially, then after a while, about 10 minutes there, it stopped because the pressure of the pumping machine kind of reduced due to the slope. So what we are going to be doing now, the second pumping machine is coming. We are going to attach the second one so as to increase the pressure, and we are going to get the result. So two of them are going to be working simultaneously. So that is where the first pumping machine is about 100 meters upfield, but it's a bit slopey and it's quite difficult for the mud pump 6.5 horsepower to be able to push the water upfield. So we want to rectify it real quick. Okay, so watch as we do the rectification. So we have commenced with the rectification, and what we are doing right now is we are cutting the lay flat hose at the midpoint. This is the point where we're going to be attaching the mud pump. The idea behind this is we want to increase the pressure, which is the current challenge of this field. So once the new mud pump is attached there, once water is coming from the source down to this point, it will push the water down to the rain gun machine, and this will help to increase the radius of coverage. This is how it's going to work. The both pumping machines must work simultaneously for this to be effective. So what this means is that the one at the source must be put on, and this one also at the midpoint must also be put on. So once the water is coming, this one pushes the water down to the rain gun irrigating machine. We are done with the coupling of this second irrigating machine, and we have also put it on and also put on the first one. They have to work simultaneously, and we want to check out the pressure to see what it looks like. You want to see what you go get, ba? Now higher pressure now. Also, for this field, we have a unique water distribution strategy. So to effectively irrigate this field, we dug two pits at strategic points at the center of this very field. Because we cannot distribute water evenly from the water source across the entirety of the field, we needed two reservoirs at the center, which we usually pump water into from the source, and after distributing water from the source to where the water can get to, we then move the pumps down to the pit at the center, which will now be another source of distribution. Okay, so that is how we are able to distribute this field, and that's why we say that every field is unique. This very strategy might not work for you because of the uniqueness of your field, and that's why we always recommend for a proper field evaluation before we recommend irrigation strategy for your field. Finally, guys, we've been able to solve the challenge they are having on the field. So we're able to solve it by combining two mud pumps, okay, because of the pressure from down the slope is very slow. Once it gets to the midpoint of the field, we had to combine it with the other mud pump we have in order to then increase the pressure of the field. So it was pretty simple for us, but then if you don't have the experience, you can't give the recommendation and you can't bring about the solution. And that is why we always encourage you to reach out to us at Chidab Agricultural Hub. We will be more than happy to help you get established the right way. So guys, we need to now test run the rain gun and see the efficiency now. So for your commercial plantain field setup and also for your quality elephant giant variety of suckers, always reach out to us at Chidab Agricultural Hub. We've got you covered always. So let's get back to what brought us here. So after we were done filling up the pit, like I said, that is a reservoir where we usually fill up first thing in the morning, which will serve as another distribution point for the field. So we started out by reconnecting the lay flat hose back to the rain gun irrigation system, and lo and behold, the pressure has significantly increased. The radius has significantly increased. By this new pressure, we can now effectively distribute water into the field, and this will be done way more efficiently and also would save a whole lot of time. It will be less stressful compared to what we would have had if we had not resolved the current issue we had with the pressure. So it has been sorted and we are good to go. So if you have a rain gun irrigation system at your field location and the radius of coverage is very slow or low, all you need to do is work on the pressure of your pump and definitely the radius will increase significantly. Also remember, the choice of irrigation method for this field location is solely based on the water source available. So if you are making use of borehole, then rain gun irrigation system is not the most ideal irrigation system for you to use, but rather drip irrigation system. Thank God for the software. After the long day, we were so hungry, and this came in really handy. So yummy. This is the adjustment tab. Okay. This is where you use to adjust the direction, how you want the guide to travel. Okay, if you want it to travel any direction you want it to travel, you adjust with this. If you want it to go just this direction, you adjust. If you want it to go,
I don't want it to go back.
Exactly, you don't want just forward. You want it to do 180, you straighten the line like this, goes that way, comes this way back. So this is the angle adjustment. Okay. So if you want it to do 360 round, okay, to give you, now when you need this is probably when you want to irrigate. Maybe you are at the road now, you don't want it to turn around. Maybe you want the to just cover this side. You don't want it to go back, because when you go back, it will waste outside. So you use this to adjust it. So especially if you've irrigated this back now, and then you don't want this guy coming back again, you just want it to focus. Okay, and it goes this way again. So any angle you want it, how you want it to, this is what you use to adjust. Okay. If you want it to just go this way. Because when you go anywhere, when you reach here, it comes back again. So if you want it to go around totally, you bring them together. Okay. So and then it goes, and then it comes back again, and it comes back again. So that's how it works. Then this is for the speed that uses to control. If you want it to move faster, okay, you increase it. So when it comes, it doesn't go all the way down. Yeah. So you increase, it stops this way. Then it's moving very quickly. But it won't really wet a particular spot very well. So just quick wetting. So if you want it to be to be
Okay,
a
when
deep
you
wet.
when you move fast, you know,
Yeah,
go till
you
water
know,
no go fit
you know,
suck
go
ground well,
at
but
all.
when it move
At
small,
all.
small, slow.
Yeah. So whenever you notice it's a bit stiff, you just add
Okay.
your oil so that you can move these guys. So that is it basically. So I think we're good. We're good to go. So from time to time you check if there's any blockage.
Okay.
Yeah. So but I doubt there can be blockage because the sucking hose has filter already. So it has filter. You can't experience any blockage. So it's still the same 50 the radius. 50 meters is the radius. So the more the pressure, the farther it goes. So I think with this now we should be able to achieve more
It's all right.
with less stress. Okay. Let's see here. There's supposed to be a knob. So, if you're just coming across this channel for the very first time, do not forget to click on the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, and do well to like this video. Enjoy the rest.